Hi everybody, this is Beth Ritter-Guth and I'm going to show you the difference between ChatGPT and Google Bard. So this is the free version of ChatGPT 3.5. You do need an account, but it's free. Google Bard is also free if you have a Google account. So both of these are Gen AI tools and they create information based on prompts that you give it. We call that prompt engineering. So how you ask the question determines how it outputs information. And remember that Gen AI isn't a Google search engine. It's not a search engine. It's a predictive tool. So it takes your question or your prompt and it looks at everything that it can see on the web and it brings back the most likely response. So if I say peanut butter and, it's going to come back with jelly. Both of them will do that. So let's ask some questions and see what happens. And we're going to ask the same questions in both platforms and see how they are similar and how they are different. So let's say that you're creating a syllabus for a new class that you're building and you want to create some course learning outcomes. So we say create 3 course learning outcomes for a course on American Romantics. That's a literature course. And you can see that ChatGPT creates, some pretty nice starting objectives and outcomes. Right? Now, I think about ChatGPT in the same way, and Google Bard, in the same way that I think about Wikipedia. If I want to look up a topic or a movie or a concept, I'll go to Wikipedia and I'll get some background knowledge on it, but I don't trust everything implicitly, and that is the same for Gen AI. Gen AI cannot distinguish between good information and bad information. It can just pull things that it finds and sees out there in the interwebs. So you always want to go through and vet whatever it is that you're looking at. So I would go through here and make sure that, the authors are correct because, every once in a while it'll pop up a British author, right? And I'll just want to make sure that these are the things that I want to talk about in my class. Now, let's say that we want to be a little bit more specific. So let's say that we want to create 3 course learning outcomes for 3 learning outcomes for a college level course on American Romantics. Including all major authors. Let's see if that gives us anything different. Now it's interesting, and I'm sort of reading as it's typing. It talks about Hawthorne, it talks about Poe, Emily Dickinson, Washington Irving, and Emerson, but there's a glaring absent author. This is like quiz time. Do you know who it is? The author of Walden. Walden was an important work of the American Romantic period, and Henry David Thoreau, its author, is not included here. It's not included up here, and it's not included down here. So I can see just at quick glance that this would not be complete enough. Gives me a starting spot, but it doesn't have all of the information that I want it to have. Right? And while it's a demonstrate a comprehensive understanding, the only difference in it being a college level course is it's master the major works. I don't think you can master the major works in one course, but okay. So it's a good tool to get you started, to get you thinking about how you want to maybe phrase your course learning objectives, or your course learning outcomes, but on its own, it's not complete. Let's see if Google Bard does a better job. So we're going to take the same questions that we used here. We're going to just copy them, and we're going to take them over to Google Bard. You can also add pictures in Google Bard if you wanted to. We'll see. It takes a little bit more time for Google to cook. All right, so, this is a good start. Thoreau is included here. Margaret Fuller is not. But again, it gives me some of the bloom words, just like ChatGPT did. I don't know, these are a little wishy-washy for me. Let's see if using our second prompt creates any more information. This one actually includes a much better list. I mean, Fuller's still not included, but, that isn't too terrible or too unpredictable, because we often don't think of Margaret Fuller, in the scope. So a little bit better, But here I can say, provide links to more information. And it gives me some really good more information that I can look up if I wanted to. If I do that in ChatGPT, let's see what happens. ChatGPT can't give you direct links, but it actually will give you some other literature resources with links, which Bard did not do. It does tell you to go to your college library. Did Bard tell us to go to our college library? It tells us to go to libraries. So, in very many ways, these two tools are identical in that they do the same kind of thing with the prompts that you put in. And I like Google Bard better because I feel like they do a better job of organizing the material in a way that I can then go through and vet it out. I find that it's easier to copy, right? Because I can go down here and I can share this. I can export it. I can export it to a Google Doc. I can put it in a Gmail. I can rank the information. I can add a photo. I can modify the response. I can make it shorter, longer, more casual, more professional. You don't really have those choices over here in ChatGPT, other than you can copy it and you can rate it and you can regenerate it. I have Talk to ChatGPT. That's just an external third-party tool that I have added onto onto Google, and ChatGPT there's a lot of third-party tools that you can use with it. So, I mean, they both really do the same thing. I like the look and feel better of Google Bard, a Bard from Google, but really it's up to you. And the best way to learn which one you like better is to play with them. So they're both free. Check them out. If you have any questions or need any support, please reach out to any member of the Olay team, and we will be very, very happy to help you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.